This will be my first Blender tutorial. My name is Terry Hingston. I'm using Blender version 2.73. My topic today is about resizing editor windows and about efficient workflow. Have you ever thought it would be nice if you could just have your windows in sight and then just hover your mouse over an area to expand? Well, actually you can. I found a way to do this with the pie menu. Normally you would go to the corner of a window and click and drag with your mouse to open a new window. Then you would search through a list of editors for the one you want. Then when you want your space back again, you would click and drag again. The second option that people would usually do is change the screen layout by going to the top of your screen with your mouse and choosing from the menu. Personally, I never got used to changing my screen layout. I'm sure many people have gotten good at it, but for me it seems to have a few problems. First, I don't have a way to switch quickly because in Blender preferences you only have a key binding that allows you to cycle through the screens, and for me I feel disorientated. Didn't like keeping track of what layout I was on and how many more times I had to click to find the one that I wanted. And even when I did, I found myself resizing the windows anyway. As you can see, when I bring up the pie menu, that each of these directions corresponds to an editor window that I have laid out on the screen. Down in the bottom corner, for example, is the graph editor. So if I use my pie menu, I can expand the graph editor just like that. Now if you want your window minimized again, I just select the 3D view, which is pointing to the top anyway. These are all laid out visually so you can see the window you want and then just pick in that direction. Each of these windows you see on the screen I can resize in the same way. Actually, I'm not resizing the windows. However, I am using the pie menu to select various screen layouts that I have set up. I've duplicated one layout a number of times, and for each one I move windows around just slightly. It actually took me a couple days to figure out how to do this. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. I couldn't find any example of anyone online that has already done this. I've only tried this for a few days. Already it seems pretty awesome. It's very fast. It's almost like they are instantaneous now. I really believe that if you want to become really good at anything, you have to simplify it pretty much to an extreme. At least if you can't make something simple, you have to at least make it simple for your mind to understand. I find the hardest part of animation is trying to get a coherent flow from one task to another. You might say, well, it only takes a few seconds to open a new window. This is true. However, you are disrupting your flow of concentration very slightly by switching tasks, even if it's in a very small way. Don't let yourself do things the hard way. When there is an easier way of doing something, you just need to put the time and effort into figuring out how. It pays off in the long run. Okay, open up the text editor. Start a new text data block, go to Google, type in screen layout hotkey Blender. Find the result that was posted on Blender Artist. A user named Blitzen was nice enough to post some code to teach us how to switch between hotkey layout. Highlight the text and copy it, hop back into Blender, paste it into your text editor. Screen.set_layout can make a hotkey for a specific layout, if you would like, but you don't need to do this. You're going to need to click this register checkbox, then click run button for the script to have any effect. Make sure to save the script with a PY extension. There's a 14-minute video by Sebastian about how to customize your pie menus in Blender. Watch this video if you want to make more pie menus in the future. But don't worry, I'll show you what to do anyway. Again, in the text editor window, this time templates, then Python. And you will see many example programs you can learn to help you program in Blender. Select the UI pie menu. This program does indeed create a pie menu if you push the run button. Add BL_ID name screen layout. Change this line to pie operator enum set.screen type. Add a pie operator for each item you wish to have in your pie menu. The code is repeated for each of the following lines. The text here is what's going to show up in the text on your pie menu. This text needs to be the same as the layout you want to go to. Finally, block out all the bottom code. Or just delete it, because it's there to execute the program, but you'll be doing this from the hotkey anyway. Run it, register it, and save it with the PY extension again. You'll want to run the script when the Blender loads. In order to do that, you need to save the script into your startup file. Check the auto run button in your user preferences. While you're still in your user preferences, add a new hotkey under screen global, wm.call_menu_pie. And below it, add screen layout. I hope you liked the video. Cryptfire is actually one of my gaming names. I thought it was kind of cool. I'm hoping to make a couple more videos, especially one about advanced hotkeys. So if you like this one, I hope you can check that one out if I happen to have made it by then. Goodbye.